What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about how javelin throwers should train their upper body to get more mobile and stay injury-free.
That's what we're talking about! Let's go!
The first concept we're going to be going over to keep our upper body injury-free is called pliability. Pliability is something you guys may have never heard of before, but it was popularized by the TB12 method, otherwise known as Tom Brady. It's the process of lengthening the muscle fibers so that they're more pliable and malleable, so that way that your body can bend and not break. The best way to go about pliability training is soft tissue and deep tissue massages, and then also using instruments to help assist in that process to get deeper into the muscle tissue, such as Graston therapy or a foam roller. The three most important parts that your upper body should be pliable is your forearm, your pec minor, and your teres major. When your forearm is nice and pliable, it takes and relieves pressure off of your elbow. And when your pec minor and teres are pliable, it allows your shoulder to externally rotate and have proper layback in the throwing arm, which in return allows those bigger muscles like the chest and lats to take over and power your throw. Some athletes' shoulders are locked up because of the pec minor, and some are locked up because of the teres. So check which one is tight on you, whether it's the front or the back, and that will be which one is preventing you from having proper external rotation in your throwing arm. The second aspect that is vital to keeping the upper body injury-free is mobility. Mobility is essential to be able to utilize your strength properly, because if you're strong and you're not mobile, you won't be able to utilize your strength in the throw. And having proper mobility in your chest, your shoulders, your back, is all essential to be able to hit the proper positions in the throw, specifically external rotation and layback in your throwing arm. The more mobile your upper body is, the more relaxed and whip-like your throwing arm will be. Now let's get into some of the body parts that are essential to be mobile in your upper body. The chest is essential to be mobile because without a mobile chest, you will not be able to roll under the javelin, throw over the top, and your arm action will be very pushy. When your chest is mobile, it allows you to actually use your chest during the throw. And your chest is a big muscle that is the primary accelerator of the throwing arm. Without a mobile chest, you're asking for a very pushy arm action that is leading to injury because it puts a lot of stress on the elbow. My favorite chest stretch is the pec stretch with a resistance band. Just gonna keep our wrists up, supinate the hands, keep our arms locked out, but stay relaxed. Once we hold it there for a little while, we'll start to add in some pulses so that we're getting in a little bit more range of motion. And we're making sure that we're pulsing backwards, not pulsing forwards like this, okay? So keep the hands back. And you're using this to pull you into an extra range of motion that you previously did not have. The lats are the secondary accelerator of the throwing arm, and they really help you get that armpit to the sky when we're working on throwing over the top in the javelin throw. It's really important that your lats are mobile because your lats are very strong, and they also help decelerate the throw after you release the javelin. This split stance lat stretch right here, we're getting in this block position, okay? Front leg is gonna be straight, back leg is gonna be slightly bent, and then our throwing arm will be hooked around to the cage here, okay? So we're working on this whole stretch right here in our lat and into our oblique, working on that spine bending to the side as well, really just opening up that lat. And then once you feel really comfortable, you start rotating in and out of the position. Working on the rear delts and the scaps is also essential to keeping your forward shoulder posture clean, okay? We wanna have the ability to roll back, so it's essential that we're working on our posterior chain. When your shoulder is able to rotate freely, it keeps your posture clean and avoids forward shoulder impingement. Dead hangs are another great way to work on your shoulder health, avoid forward shoulder impingement, and simultaneously work on your forearm and grip strength. Last but not least is ulnar flossing. Sometimes with overuse, your ulnar nerve can start to get a little tender. So ulnar flossing is a great way to get that feeling better. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your hands up to your side. You're gonna push your palms out, and then you're going to try to bring your fingertips back into your face, okay? And then we are going to want to rotate down and back working on that pronation and supination. And this whole time we're working on continuing to keep our fingertips into our face and pushing our palms out to the walls. And we're gonna repeat this until our fingertips feel like radio static. The final piece to tying in together all of these injury prevention mechanisms is stability. Stability is essential to making sure that when you have the proper mobility, you're able to move in and out of those end ranges of motion and be athletic in those movements. This helps you work on producing and absorbing force and also working on your rhythm. So the first 3 stability exercises we're going to perform are going to be with a 2K plyo ball. The first one is going to be a 2K toss up. I'm just gonna get my arm right here at 90 degrees, just toss it up. And it's gonna be pretty much like a drop catch, okay? So we're tossing it up, catching it on the way down. Catching it on the way down. What we wanna avoid doing is catching it with our arm down here. Okay, we wanna make sure that we're keeping our arm here, up top. All right, then the second one is going to be a straight out drop catch. So more of these quick pulses here, dropping it less distance, but we're keeping our arm straight out, okay? We're not dropping it down here like that, and we're not dropping it too low like that, okay? They're gonna be quick pulses. You wanna get a lot of reps in with these, all right? And then the last one is going to be an ER pulse, okay? ER stands for external rotation. So we're going to be getting our arm in that 90-degree angle again, and then going back like this, okay? This stability exercise is getting used to being in that external position with the shoulder and getting in and out of it, okay? This 4-pound weight is gonna help you get into a newfound range of motion that you probably didn't have before. So the last 4 stability exercises we're gonna do are gonna be performed with a med ball. You wanna get a nice bouncy med ball so that it bounces so you could use it against the wall, all right? This is a 6-pound med ball. You could use 6, 8, 10 pounds, doesn't really matter. The first one we're gonna be doing is 2-hand overhead, okay? The idea with these ones is that we keep our feet and our hips close to the wall and allow our shoulders and chest to get a little bit of a stretch. So we're catching it back here and then throwing it forward. So we're working on that reactiveness. We're going to be performing is going to be 2 hands side to side. So we're working on a little bit more of that lat stretch and stability. Okay, here we're going to be allowing the hips and the pelvis to do most of the work, and our arms are just relaxed along for the ride. And the last 2 stability exercises with the medicine ball are gonna be performed with 1 arm, okay? We're gonna do one-handed dribbles like this. So we're working on getting that stability as far back as possible without moving our feet and our hips backwards, okay? And last but not least, we're going to be doing med ball ER dribbles. So we're working on getting our arm back into that external rotation and dribbling in and out of that position. That's it for how to train to stay injury-free as a javelin thrower. Be sure to check out how to train your upper body for strength as a javelin thrower.
That's what we're talking about.